Imagine if there were a book of your life that not only contained your past and present, but also your future. And you get an opportunity to take a peek at what's inside. You're revisiting memories like when you rode your first bike. Oh, experienced your first kiss. You're flipping through the pages and you can't wait to see what's in your future. Wow. You're fired up seeing it all come to life. Then you see, somewhere along the way, self-doubt set in, fear, lack of action, and right before your eyes, your dreams go up in smoke. You may not have such a book to take a peek, but if you did, would it change the trajectory of your actions? What if I told you that even the smallest spark can ignite a wildfire, creating a ripple effect beyond your imagination? We all encounter crossroads where we question the path ahead. Perhaps you've questioned your worthiness or ability on the road of what's possible. So what gets in the way of what's possible? Obstacle illusions. I call them obstacle illusions because what generally gets in the way is nothing more than just that, an illusion. You might just be underestimating your abilities and overestimating an obstacle. You might be thinking, I get what you're saying, Priscilla, but my situation's different. If only I had more time or more money, or if only I didn't have this obstacle, then maybe I could do something worthy. Well, if that were true, then what about Beethoven? He lost his hearing at the age of 26 and continued to compose music. He helped shape the future of music in spite of being deaf. He overcame his obstacle and is now one of the most admired composers of all time. Stevie Wonder was born blind, but he overcame his obstacle, going on to win 25 Grammy Awards. Listen, if you persistently defend your limitations, you'll guarantee obstacles a lasting place in your journey. So the decision is yours to push these obstacles and to take action. These actions have the power to spark inspiration, lighting the path of possibility and change that can be reached globally. Yesterday, I saw a sign on the bathroom wall that said, "Everyone wants to change the world, but no one wants to change the toilet paper roll. Be the change." We truly underestimate how far our reach can impact others just by taking those small steps. I'll give you an example. J.K. Rowling went from being a struggling, poverty-stricken single mother to one of the most successful authors. And it all started with a delayed train, where the idea for a young wizard named Harry Potter popped into her mind. She took this seemingly insignificant idea and turned it into a book series that captivated readers globally. She now supports various charities focused on eliminating poverty and promoting education. She shined her light just by picking up the pen, thus creating the ripple effect. Another example from my life starts with my grandmother, Glenda, who was not like most grandmothers. She was not the grandma knitting in the rocking chair. No. I might come home from school to find this spunky, energetic lady with her perfectly styled brunette hair tap dancing in the kitchen. Because in her day, she was a showgirl. She even danced with the likes of Wayne Newton, later going on to open dance studios so she could pass the torch to other aspiring performers. She's the reason I became a professional performer myself. It was the single biggest influence in my life. She taught me how to dance. It was actually the one to teach my husband and me our wedding dance. Little did we know, that would be the last dance she would choreograph. In 2015, just 2 months after my wedding, I get the call. You know the one. Your BMA's in the hospital. It doesn't look good. I rushed to her bedside, and I held on to every last hope that I'd be able to see her laugh, smile, and dance again. As she laid there, I played the music from our wedding dance, and even in her weakened state, I saw her shaking her shoulders and bobbing her head to the music. It was a gift. In that moment, I got to see her dance one last time. And soon after, I held her hand in mine as she took her final breath. At her funeral, everything in me wanted to get up to speak, to share with the world what I saw in her. But I thought, I can't speak. I'm terrified to get up there. What if I cry? What if I sound stupid? I can't. I couldn't honor the person that raised me because of fear. As I laid in bed that night, I recalled her words to me. Priscilla, you must always remember, with your determination, there's nothing you can't do. She was right. That moment, I said, never again. Never again will I allow obstacle illusions to get in the way of what I meant to do. That set me on the path of facing my fear of public speaking, and soon I would discover how pivotal that decision would truly be. So fast forward, I'm facing my fear of public speaking, doing a talk for an organization near and dear to my heart that rescues children from sex trafficking. After the talk, a young man, Oscar, approached me. He looked to be around 18, very soft-spoken, timid. He said, wow, Priscilla, I had no idea this was going on in the world. Thank you for shining some light on it. He shook my hand and was on his way. I didn't think much of it until years go by and I get a random message from Oscar, which reads, hi, Priscilla. I wanted to throw out a thanks to you for a speech you did on child sex trafficking. It was a spark to where I am now in my life. And again, I wanted to thank you for helping me discover my purpose that started that night. I'm thinking this is incredible. Maybe he started volunteering or using his own voice to spread this important message. It was so much more than that. I told him I couldn't wait to hear what he's been up to. And he replied, if you get a moment to talk, it would be best if we do a video call so you could see the results of that speech. Now I'm really intrigued. So the next night, we jump on a video call. And I remember, the last time I saw Oscar, he was this soft-spoken, timid kid. What I saw in that video call was not that. He answers, looking strong and confident, wearing a military uniform in a military bunker. He's grinning ear to ear, looking absolutely unshakable. He proceeds to tell me that from my talk, he knew that this organization uses current and former law enforcement and military to go on these undercover operations. And he wanted to be boots on the ground rescuing these children. So you know what he did? He joined the Navy and began training to become a Navy SEAL. All to gain the skills necessary to rescue these children. And how many more lives is he going to impact in the process? It was that moment I had a revelation as I thought, you mean to tell me that my small decision to take action in the direction of my own fears created a ripple effect of impact? It all mattered. Every single fear and obstacle mattered because it propelled me to take action and help others in the process. I tell you this story to illustrate how taking the first step can be incredibly profound, not just for you, but for the people around you. These small steps matter because they have the power to influence others. By confronting your fears and hesitations, you not only surpass your elimination, but also become a source of illumination, shining your light for others to see what's possible for them. So the next time you ask yourself, what difference could I possibly make in the world? I want you to remember what you do matters. You can measure growth in performance. You can measure improvements on a skill, but you'll never be able to measure your impact. The question you have to ask yourself is, what will you do when opportunity strikes? I'm fortunate that Oscar shared this story with me, how I sparked something in him. But how many people in your life did not let you know that you made an impact in theirs? And how many more will cross your path in the future? You have goals and dreams. You have a vision for your life and what you want to accomplish. Along the way, you'll face resistance, fears, failures, which will try to stop you from doing what you're meant to do. It's understandable to feel discouraged at times, but it's never okay to quit. The power to convert obstacles into opportunities lies in your hands. You see, there are wicks hidden inside, waiting to be lit. Those things that stir you emotionally, those creative curiosities, even those intimidating fears are your sparkling clues that have been set for you. Some wicks can't be discovered until others are lit bright enough to see them. The awaited wicks and journeys are many and are waiting for you to take action. Because when you shine your light, you'll come to see that all of those pieces were needed on your path. You'll see that with that ripple effect of impact, your one light, it isn't insignificant, because together it lights the world. Now go and shine your light. Thank you. Thank you.